In this video, we're going to be showing you how to determine which version of Windows you're using, whether that be a 32-bit version or a 64-bit version. It's imperative that we know which version of Windows that we're using so that we order the right version of the software, and also when we go to install the software that we're using the right installers for our version of Windows so that the software will work the first time out the chute and we won't become frustrated because we followed the installation instructions and it's not working. So most users are going to have a computer icon on the desktop, and all we need to do is right click on that icon and choose properties, and a dialog box will appear about our system information. And you can see I'm using Windows 7 Service Pack 1. I have 8 gigs of RAM, and there is my 64-bit operating system. So I know when I go to order the macro, I need to tell I'm using the 64-bit version, and then when I go to install the macro, make doubly sure that I'm installing the 64-bit version of the macro and not the 32-bit version. Now what's even more complicated is for you CorelDRAW X6 users. As of the recording of this video, CorelDRAW X6, the macro, the EasyStone macro for CorelDRAW X6 only works in the 32-bit version of CorelDRAW. Now we will have a 64-bit version which we are still currently developing, so in the meantime you can still use EasyStone with CorelDRAW X6 but only in 32-bit mode. That said, you can install both the 32-bit and the 64-bit of CorelDRAW and use them independently. So if you're on a Windows 64-bit system, make sure that you order the Windows 64-bit version, and if you're using CorelDRAW X6, just notify us that you're using CorelDRAW X6 on a Windows 64-bit system, and we'll set you up with the proper installers. Now, if you don't have this computer icon on the desktop, you can hit the Windows Start button, come up to here where it says Computer, right-click and choose Properties there, and it gives you the exact same information. So make a note of which version of Windows you're using and order the appropriate macro for your version of Windows and your version of CorelDRAW, and make doubly sure when we're installing the software that we're using the right installer. It'll tell you right on there this is the 32-bit version or the 64-bit version. Thanks for watching.